Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs7 here again, and welcome to another Hardcore Iron Man progress video here today. In this video, we make some really good progress on a goal we've been working on for a very long time now, just because I haven't been playing this account too much, but with the recent patch to allow Iron Man accounts to PVM with main accounts, I really wanted to get back into playing this account and get it up to do some PVM with my friends who only have main accounts. So yeah, I was pretty motivated to get back into it, and we definitely make some really good progress. And at the end of the video, we actually do try some Solak, so you'll see how that goes when we get there. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into the clip starting now. As you guys will see, the first one here is actually at Nex. I do have quite a few clips at Nex for this video because, of course, our main goal was getting Elite Tectonic, which we only needed the Virtus for. And this first drop here is Torva gloves. This was a couple of these are really old. Like this one is a very old clip, and I have the collection log pop up on because I think that had recently come out, and I'm not really a big fan of that pop up myself, so I do turn it off eventually. But that's 122 next kill count, and there's our fourth drop. Again, we do already have that duplicate Zarite bow, which was very annoying to get because Zarite bow probably the least useful drop. All the weapons, the Zarite bow, the wand, and the book. I guess the bow is probably better than the wand or the book because you can maybe disassemble the bow easier for components, Zaros components for impatient or something. I don't know, but anyway, this next clip's actually a quest completion. I did go ahead and finish off the extinction quest, which is a little bit dangerous. The Saren boss battle at the end has some potential to, be deadly, but really wasn't too big of an issue. I had like a vitality pot and all sorts of, stuff like that to make it much easier, and unlocks me the Ring of Vigor passive, which I had been wanting for a while. And obviously nice to have that at Nex for using like Death Swiftness and the dead shot with my Zuck cape. But unfortunately, as you just saw, my next drop here at Nex was another Zarite bow at 155 kill count. So we now have 5 drops, and 3 of them are Zarite bows. So yeah, wasn't too happy to see that at all, for sure. So we're just gonna keep going. Kind of put me on a little bit of a tilt sesh, and didn't want to do as much next after that, but eventually did get back to it, and as you see here, this next drop was a Pernix body, which is not what I'm looking for, but still a good drop because obviously that will be good for making Elite Sirenic eventually, and it's just not too bad. I think that was only a couple of kills after my Zarite bow, so kind of made up for getting that third Zarite bow so shortly, or so soon in my drops, I guess, not shortly. Weird thing about some of these clips, as you can see, the Zaros kill count on my top left actually never resets, so my kill count just slowly climbs as I kill Nex and her minions, which is kind of weird. Not sure why that happens, but not like the kill count's ever used for anything. That drop there, of course, a Torva full helm, which is another new drop for our collection log, which is nice to get. Again, not what we're looking for, trying to get some Virtus pieces for the Elite Tectonic, but I'll always take a new item for the log, and that, of course, can be used later for making trimmed masterwork. And you do need, I think, more of the Torva essence than any of the other. Right here, I actually have a clip which I forgot to record while we were doing it, but we were doing some Raksha, and I actually got Blast Diffusion boots, which is a pretty good drop for me because I didn't have them before, and my boots that I was using for mage, I think prior to that, were like, I think Ganodermic. I don't even remember. They were not the best. So I was pretty happy to get that. The boots are pretty common at Raksha. I've done quite a few Vile Blooms and haven't gotten them, so it was nice to get it there. But that was only 9 kill count. I was doing some duos with my friend Nuznuz because he had the Laceration boots, and I didn't really like soloing because I didn't have them and I couldn't clear the pools well. But as you'll see right here, I actually picked up a pair of Laceration boots as well for myself. So yeah, I was pretty happy to get that too. Obviously, again, the boots are quite a bit more common, and I'll definitely get more of them than any of the other drops like the Codexes, which would be insane to get. But, especially like Greater Ricochet. But we do get the Laceration boots, so now just missing the Fleeting, and that would be nice to pick those up. And that was only 16 kill count, so got pretty lucky with those boot drops, although they are, of course, available from the Dinosaurs and Vile Blooms, both of which I've killed quite a few of on task and haven't managed to get. But Straight back to next here, we actually pick up a Virtus wand, which is, again, not ideal. I get probably the worst drops, but this is actually a new one, so not too bad to be picking that up, a new addition to the collection log. Just really don't want to get too many duplicates of the Virtus wand and book, since they are definitely not what I'm looking for. And obviously, dual wield weapons are quite slow to level up compared to two-handed or body and armor pieces. But yep, still grinding away at next. Did quite a lot of next in the past week or so. And this one's actually a Torva plate body, which is, I believe, the most expensive drop at the boss for main accounts. I think it's near 200 mil, which is pretty cool. A lot more than I thought any drop at next would be for sure. But yeah, that's another addition to the collection log, and a nice 5 Solak essence for melee. If I ever do want to make that trim masterwork or the spear or anything like that. And yeah, that's a pretty good one to pick up. Next up here, we actually finally managed to get our Virtus robe top, which is a huge drop. I had previously just the Virtus robe legs, which give, I believe, 3 essence, and this Virtus robe top gives 5, giving us a total of 8, and you only need 10 to make the full set of Elite Tectonic. So I was really, really happy to get that. 239 next kill count, and we picked up the Virtus robe top. Very, very nice, and looking forward to hopefully finishing off the mask as well at some point, because I could make the top and legs with just the 8 essence that I have now. Finishing off that same hour, though, I managed to pick up another Torva full helm, which is okay. Again, more essence for trim masterwork potentially, but it is, of course, a duplicate, which is not ideal. But at this point, we are, getting close to having half of the items, so expect some duplicates in there. Next up, we are going to have a live commentary clip. All right, you guys. So in this clip, I'm going to be making my Elite Tectonic robe top and bottom. I decided to just go ahead and make these before I get the final 2 essence that I need for the mask as well, just because the mask isn't that important. And I just want to get this made so I can start doing, mage at other bosses like Karapak and Raksha, and maybe go do some rots and, get started on things early so I don't have to camp next for the rest of my life to finish off the Virtus here. But yeah, we got the Virtus robe legs and top, which is pretty nice. I think I probably got pretty lucky at next. I'm not sure exactly what the drop rate is. I'd have to look it up, but 253 kill count. I kind of got trolled by the 3 Zarite bows, but other than that, I only have 1 duplicate in the Torva helm and 10 out of 21 drops. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. And obviously, I'm going to be doing more next. I need, I think this is 5, 7. So I need 5 more. Oh, wait, no. 4 more Torva essence for full trimmed masterwork. And that's not including, of course, I need more for the Trim Masterwork Spear or whatever, the Annihilation Spear. And then, of course, I will need more Pernix Force Elite Cerenics. So we've definitely still got plenty more next in the future, but I wanted to go ahead and make it. And now this is a pretty complicated process. I got to be careful not to screw it up here. So first thing I need to do is go break down the Virtus into the essence here. And I think it is at this spot near Kuradel. The Dragonkin Anvil. What do I just use the Virtus on it or something? Like to break it down into 5 Priscillic Essence. Yes. Oh, I thought it would stack for some reason. And we get 3 from the robe legs. So we now have the Priscillic Essence. We have our unworn Tectonic robe top and bottom that's been sitting in my bank for God knows how long. We have 72 Divine Charges and 2 Augmenters to augment it. 700 Draconic Energy from ED2 to upgrade it to that Elite Tectonic level. 5 Stones of Binding, which is the stuff you get from the Mages Guild in Yanil. And 1 Chaotic Remnant that I had to buy for 93k Dungeoneering tokens, because that's just an additional requirement for the top for some reason. So should be able to open the crafting menu with Imbue here, and there we go. Elite Tectonic robe top. Takes all of this stuff, and there we go. Boom, just like that. It is created, and we can make the Elite Tectonic robe bottoms as well. Boom. We have them both, and now let me go to the bank really quick and grab my Luck of the Dwarves to head over to Keldagrim and get that Invention Workbench available. Trying to make sure I don't screw this up at all. I know many people have had this happen where they screw up their creation somehow and they don't get it augmented or something crazy happens. But augmented magic items, augmented elite tectonic robe top, and there it is. And the magic items for the augmented elite tectonic robe bottom. And boom, there we have it. I have been working towards getting this armor for so long on the account, debatably worth it or not, but it was a good goal to shoot for me to go through and do a bunch of Elite Dungeon 2. Unluckily, I didn't get any codexes from there, of course, but also drove me to start camping next, and it's going to be really nice to have for getting started into Rots, and then probably going to do some Telos here quite soon. So yeah, very, very happy to get this. I'm going to throw some perks on it. I got to check my bank and see what perks I've got. I know I have several best in slot perks available in my gizmo bag here, so I should be good. I just need to check what I want. I've got like enhanced devoted and biting 4, but yeah, gonna look through the see what the best perks are, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip. Okay, so here we have the Fateful clip from Solak. We are on the final phase here. As you can see, I am trioing with Nuznuz and our friend HP, and the health bar is getting low. We're getting close to killing it, but suddenly the red health bar drops rapidly and we get instant killed. However, if you saw, I managed to teleport out on the tick that I got instant killed and was resurrected by War in War's Retreat. He said, "You're not dying on my watch," and saved my life. I could not believe when that happened. I didn't even have a reaction. I just clicked teleport, and I think Nuznuz asked me, "Did you telly?" And I just said, "Yep." It was like unbelievable that the amount of luck that saved me, and I just, wow, super insane that happened. And of course, we had done, I think we had done 4 kills successfully, and we didn't really have any big issues with the last phase. But that kill, the reason we didn't get it was because Nuznuz's familiar had died, and so had HP's, I believe. They both had their familiars die. And the poison stacks, Nuznuz was using Bic arrows for the fight, and the poison stacks had fallen off because we had gone in to the mind to kill Arethtor, and then he had lost those poison stacks, which is a pretty important part of his damage. And yeah, it just all kind of combined into us barely not getting it. And if you watch back the clip, maybe I'll play it again here, you can see that even when the instant kill shows up, there's still like 1.8k health on the mind health bar, which clearly is not very accurate and doesn't stay up to date very well. So it's hard to judge when exactly an instant kill is going to go through, because you really can't rely on that bar since it's very inaccurate at most of the time. But yeah, I managed to get out, managed to not die just barely, which is very, very nice. And I was, again, like my heart skipped a beat. I saw the insta kill come up and I was like, oh, I'm dead. But then, the teleport animation was going off, and then I just get resurrected with that immortality animation in War's Retreat. Pretty insane. And yeah, definitely counting my lucky stars to still be alive after that. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, you guys. We did do quite a bit of good progress in this one. We got our Elite Tectonic top and bottoms acquired, and we tried out some Solak. I'm not really too worried to keep doing it, honestly. I'll definitely continue doing Solak, I think, because I mean, I know I almost died, but I think I'm still, I'm still pretty confident in being able to do it. And I can always telly. Maybe I'll be tellying a bit earlier now if the kill doesn't look like it's going to be going too well, and we'll definitely not be trying any final phases without our full gear setup functioning for sure. And I think we're going to have me and HP go in and kill Arethtor so Nuznuz can maintain the poison stacks while we're doing that. That probably will be the best approach. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, guys. Really happy to be back playing on this account and enjoying continuing to get the progress going. A lot of new stuff opened up to us now with the Tectonic. Going to be doing maybe some Rots, doing Solak, Raksha, Karapak hard mode for FSOA, maybe heading to Telos. It's all moving, open and upwards from here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.